welcome back to the weekend with me, Dawn Neeson. Thank you for your company this afternoon. Now, good news, a massive UK gas field has been discovered, but don't expect it to be tapped anytime soon. Energy Secretary Ed Milliband is sticking to Labour's promise, that'll make a change, to ban fracking for good, despite claims it could secure energy and cut your bills. Is this a climate win or a costly mistake? Let's ask our next guest, who is pro-fracking campaigner, Lorraine Allinson. Lorraine, thank you very much for a pro-fracking campaigner. Go on, tell me how you become a pro-fracking campaigner.
Well, I live in the Vale of Pickering, which is actually a gas field, and that's how I got into shale gas, because the first well that got planning permission to be hydraulically fractured is in the Vale of Pickering. And we live with well sites, and we knew that they were well screened, you know, that you don't see much of them. And of course, I looked at the benefits, the economic benefits, and our need for gas that we're going to need for decades yet. So I thought, this is going to be wonderful for our area. It's in the north, obviously, in the North Yorkshire. And economically, it would be brilliant for us and also the country. You know, since 2021, we've imported £105 billion worth of gas. And in 2001, we were self-sufficient for gas. So we need to be producing our own gas. And why would we not do that? Why would we import? Can anybody tell me the benefits of importing gas? You know, what is economically good about importing gas, environmentally good? You know, it's all negative to import gas. But Ed Milliband seems to be on a trajectory to ruin this country economically completely. And their answer to this is just to steal money off the elderly and take away their you know, the payments for energy, to help with their energy.
Yeah, the winter fuel allowance, indeed. I mean, Ed Milliband has placed a permanent ban on fracking just literally days after this new gas field was discovered. But, you know, there are concerns about the earthquakes and the fact that it's not a great thing to do for the environment. What's your answer to that?
Well, it can cause earth tremors, but there's a huge difference between tremors and earthquakes.
Yeah.
You know, construction and geothermal, quarrying, all these cause earth tremors. And if he's going to ban fracking, is he going to ban it from geothermal work, you know, and offshore oil and gas? You know, we do need this gas, and from under our feet it would be far better. And as for the environment, we have very strict regulations here. And unfortunately, back in the day when there was all the anti-fracking movement, they were supported by organisations like Greenpeace, Friends of the Earth, and Food and Water Watch, who were actually based in America, not in this country. And they obviously pumped a lot of effort and money into the campaign against us producing our own gas. And I found that very frustrating, because in our area, you know, the average wage at the time was around 16,000 a year. And I wrote to such organisations to see how much their average salary was for their campaigners. And it was around £40,000 a year. You know, there was a huge difference. And they didn't seem to care about the people here, the local community, how we could benefit. And what about the country generally? You know, we're closing everything down in this country, manufacturing. You know, Grangemouth is now closing. Ineos are going to close the refinery up there, the chemical plant. You know, what are we going to do? What are we going to produce? Are we just going to keep stealing from grannies to fund this country?
It does make you wonder. Lorraine, thank you very much for joining us. That's pro-fracking campaigner Lorraine Allinson. Thank you very much.